Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to New York session. I hope you're doing well. It's Tuesday, 26th of February 2025, and it's 2 days to the end of the week. So I just finished doing a lesson with one of my private students, and we were back testing New Zealand dollar. We're doing some lesson on New Zealand dollar, which was fascinating. Anyway, let's go back to price action on the daily time frame on dollar index. Okay. So dollar index, I think I mentioned we are likely going to finish the month somewhere here, but we will still be expecting price to go and attack this low. But we are at the end or the last week of the month. Expect manipulation, and it's going crazy. I think the kind of move that is happening across board is crazy, and it's going to be like that towards the end of every month. You will see something like that. You might be expecting something to happen and it will not happen, and that's because of this candle, a wick forming. Okay, so the formation of this wick is what brings in the manipulation. The formation of this wick is what brings in manipulation. The body is what you're looking to trade, and that's why the second week and the third week is your go-to. So if I go to the weekly time frame, this will be your second week and your third week. That's your go-to. The first week, this will be your first week. You will expect manipulation. The second week is your best week. The third week is your great week. The last week is your worst week. Okay, so if you understand that principle, then when the market opens and it's fractal, and when I say this, sometimes it might be boring, but I'll keep repeating it. It's fractal in nature, so it's gonna happen on all time frames, but the higher the better. So this week, that's what's happening. We open Monday, we went up. Tuesday takes out Monday's high, rejected, and then Wednesday we're kind of back inside the range again, but it's still trading at the fair value gap. So it's normal for price to stay here, right? But the downside, but not to okay, I think I'm having the same sort of issue that I had the last time. Let me make sure that it doesn't happen again. Give me 1 second. Trying to free up some space with my internet. There we go. Okay, I freed some space, so it should be fine. I had so many processes running. Sometimes those processes can cause price. I'm sorry, cause price. It can cause the internet to run a little bit slow, especially for OBS, because I'm using OBS to stream. I've just closed a bunch of them, so we should be fine. For OBS, because I'm using. If anything happens, I will come back. Okay. Fingers crossed it will stay on. All right, let's continue. So I'm expecting dollar to not go up and not go down. So we might stay in this consolidation, right? So where we are now, for example, today, price might, okay, reject and then come back down again. Right in here. So this New York session, we can drop down to the lower time frame and actually start looking for price to reject and go lower. So that will give you potentially a trade idea on the dollar. On the euro. It can give you a trade idea on the pound, right? And New Zealand not so great because they went for this low. I think I've closed the trade idea that I had. How it looked like. I need to go back and check. I need to see whether the stop loss was here or below that. But this New York session, you can look for, with the dollar index rejecting, you can look for a rejection below this low on the M15 and then look for a break of structure and then day trade it. So here you can break that and then you can day trade it to go up. Okay, because the dollar index is likely going to reject. Yeah, we are rejecting. Watch on the 5 minutes this down candle. If we can break it, then you can go onto all the majors and then look for a potential reversal to basically go up for a day trade. Keyword, a day trade. Okay. Apart from that, I think Eurocat was the one that we were monitoring yesterday. We had a big move away from where I was anticipating it to reverse. We are now currently at the 70.5. I've not seen any sell in yet. Maybe they might form it tomorrow or late afternoon. So I'll be expecting something like this. Okay, if we don't get it, and this is what I was, that's the same thing I was just teaching my private student a couple of minutes ago regarding how if you are looking for an idea, the fact that the idea in your head is pointing to one specific direction does not guarantee that price is actually going to do that. Hence, you are going to need price to show you that they are going to do it. That is the only time you're going to be looking for price to give you what you're expecting. So in this case, yes, I'm looking for price to come and reject and go lower, but I'm not going to force the idea on price. I'll just sit patiently and wait for it to show me. And that's what I'm pointing out here. If it's going to go down, it needs to show the pattern that we are going, and then you take the trade. It's as simple as that. If it does not give you, I'm personally not interested in the buy. Even though it's going up, I'm not interested in the buy. And as a trader, you need to be able to come up with ideas, or you need to come up with principles that is going to guide you in the charts. You need to know when to trade and when not to trade. You need to know when to sit on your hands and when not to sit and take action. In this instance, that's the right time for me to sit on my hands on this particular pair. Okay, it needs to show me something. It's like, give me the money and then I'll take it. Anyway, so that's basically EuroCAD for you. Now, let's move on to, I think I said the same thing for Euro Aussie, and we are still up here. There has been no sell signal. So again, sitting on my hands and waiting patiently. I think the only pair that currently is looking as safe is going to give a trade idea is New Zealand CAD and Aussie CAD. And why do I say these two pairs? I think with New Zealand CAD, I mentioned we are likely going to form the low of the week in here. Now, I personally did not get a trade. I'll probably be interested in where we are now, this low to this high. Okay, it's rejecting our OTE, so I think that would be the right trade going forward. So let me see if I can execute, because it's at the right level. There you go. I think I've missed the actual entry whilst I was doing the teaching, but it's okay. Within the next 45 minutes, if this candle can close through this fair value gap, that would be nice, and then we look for continuation to the upside. Right now, the daily, remember I said we are expecting price to go higher. The daily traded down into the fair value gap and rejected, so that has given us a confirmation for the low of the week. Now, I don't expect them to come back down here. Now, that does not mean it cannot. Okay, it does not mean price cannot do that. And that's what I was trying to teach this student of mine, and it's so hard for him to get the concept that you do not control price. And the fact that you do not control price means that price can do whatever it wants. So the idea that you have in your head, you're just going to be placing a trade, and then you're going to put a stop loss. As to whether it's going to go or it's not going to go, that time will tell. Okay, time and price will tell. So even though I can say I don't want to see them come below this low, I don't decide that based on logic, reasoning, based on algorithmic principles. That is what is meant to happen. It's supposed to go up, not down here. But as to whether they're going to do it, that's up to them. So I'll wait for the elephant to come in and then buy it. Then I'll just be tagging along. Okay. So that's that for New Zealand CAD. Now let's look at gold. So yesterday we had gold trading lower, and I said that was coming. Why? Because we're extremely high. And the fact that we rejected after going above that high was a huge red sign. So this low is going to be the next target, and that's what I think going forward is going to happen over here. We're expecting gold to drop to 2877. Okay, so 2877, that is the target for gold going forward. I like the break and the pullback to the breaker on the H4. Nice. So we break down this last down candle, that's the breaker. We pull back to it, and then we'll be looking to go down. So if you're day trading, look for yesterday's low as the target. Short term, you look for this low. Long medium term, you're looking for this area here. But that will be by the end of the month, because once the month ends, remember, if this candle's wick ends up like that and the weekly ends like this, then we are likely to be moving down. Crude oil, I think this year the seasonal move might not happen. The season is not over. It's actually from January to June, right? So I'll not scrap the idea that price is not going to go up. Just for now, I don't think that's what's going to happen, because they're still not giving any buy pattern. So we're going to go with what price is giving us this week so far, this low. That's what price is going to reach for. After yesterday's candle, I think this will be the easiest target for price to reach for. Hence, today, day trading to attack. I think we're almost there. This New York session, scalping or day trading to attack that go low. Okay, that's going to be the in my opinion, the best trade for crude oil. Just take that and then be content with it. I know it's not a lot, but that's still something. Okay, so look for continuation to the downside to attack. I'm sorry guys, let me close my Telegram. I'm getting pinged. Maybe a run above this high here. Let me go to M15. Yeah, somewhere here. Right, a run above that to go down to this level, or even just the fair value gap. But I prefer that one, any of the two. Okay, or if it goes right straight through all these highs and then reject, that would be even much better. Okay, but you need some kind of movement to the upside. Don't sell where we are now. At least some kind of movement to the upside. And then look at the time. Okay, there's time too. So within the next 40 minutes, that's when you're gonna start looking for the trade idea. And you want this sort of move up first. This move up forms the high of that 1 hour candle, and we go down. So this will be the the 2 o'clock candle and the 3 o'clock candle. Okay. Yes. Let me see. Okay, so yesterday they went for that low, which was crazy because okay, I was expecting this to be to be taken by the end of the month when we go into the new month, but it seems that the month of February low has expanded to this one. So again, same idea. Once the month ends, we will be aiming for this low. Now, since today is Wednesday, today is Wednesday, it could be going back up, maybe somewhere here, and then we come back down next month. And the indices are found to be dropping in March. I think if my memory serves me right, the indices loves to drop in March. And give me 30 seconds to confirm. I'm just double checking my seasonal charts because I am very, very sure that we do drop in March. Okay, so there's a seasonal high that forms in around 16th of February and then forms a seasonal low in 15th of March. So 15th of February, it was off by 4 days, and then 15th of March, it'll form another seasonal low. So I'm not surprised that we couldn't continue going up in here and we've got the rejection. So I would like to see them pull back, especially to this fair value gap up here. And then next month, which is next week, Monday, you're gonna anticipate price dropping down. Okay, so that is what you be expecting going into next month. But today, again, I am not interested in anything. What I was looking for, it did not give me. Sometimes it's very good to understand what you want to do. Because Monday opening not going up, Tuesday opening not going up, to me, my trade. And this is what I was telling my student, and I could read from his expression, or I won't say expression, I could sense his energy. I could sense his energy that he doesn't like the idea of not being able to trade. Oh dear. The ability to sit on your hands is a skill. It's a skill set on its own that you need to develop. Okay? The ability to sit on your hands and not do anything is a skill set to develop, because it's so easy to be moved by price to do something. Right? It's so easy to be moved by price to do something. Hence, you need the ability to restrict yourself from doing something sometimes on the charts. Because if you don't, you're going to be impulsive. You're going to be looking for trade every single day, and it wouldn't equate to successful trading because it's not everyday trade. It's only trading when the opportunity presents itself. And you should know your right opportunity when it comes. And this is a typical example. There is no opportunity for me to take a trade. When there was, I execute. When there is none, you don't do anything. It's very simple. Okay. So yes, price went to the target that I was looking for, but it didn't give me what I want to see in order to execute a trade. All right. So yeah, if you can pull back in that area, I'll be glad to sell short. Okay, let's move on. Let's look at crypto market. Crypto. Okay. Let's start with AI. I think the story of AI is gonna get boring, but I'll keep repeating it. It is what it is. Bye. Bye AI. Bye AI. If it drops here, buy more. There, if it drops there, buy more. That's what I'm gonna say. Because there's nothing much for me to say about it going forward. You need to be able to understand when price is giving you something, which is an opportunity. There is an opportunity to be a buyer over here because it's something that you're gonna benefit in the long run. It's not for the short time, so don't look at it for the short time. Okay, don't look at it for the short term, look at it for the long term. Bitcoin, I'm sorry, Solana. I think Solana, I said look for this low. They are likely gonna take that, so to clean. 130, that's the downside objective. Selling today, yes. No, maybe a run above yesterday's high. Let's see on the lower time frame. Yeah, look for a run above yesterday's high, then you sell short. I don't like selling where we are now. I don't like selling where we are now. Okay, so look for a run above yesterday's high, then you sell short. Okay, if you see price going up to attack yesterday's high, then you look for a sell. If not, I'll personally not sell here. It's just gonna give me anxieties. It's gonna cause me to panic because the high it's just principles. Okay, this low was taken, this high is gonna be taken, so that's why I will not sell where we are. But if they had gone above this, then where we are right now, I would have sold short. If this is how the chart looks like right now, if this is how it looks like, I'm selling to attack this low, and then I'll leave my stop loss above that high. But as it is now, not interested. Bitcoin is not bad if you want to sell Bitcoin, but again, I am not going to do that. It's the end of the month, so be mindful because the wick can form between now and Friday. So be very, very, very careful selling Bitcoin. Let me go to the weekly. Okay, let me do a quick area where if we end the month, the next month low is likely going to form right here. So that comes in at 85,064. That's where we can form a low, and it can form it between today, tomorrow, and Friday. It can form that, and then it will start rejecting. Right, so be again mindful. It's not bearish. Okay, let me repeat and let me scream. Bitcoin is not bearish. It's just being accumulated. It's being bought again. That's what's happening. So just be careful if you are selling. That level right there, that's what you want to watch, because that's where you might get a reversal to form. And I'm gonna leave it like that. Okay, I'm gonna jump Ethereum because you already know what's up. This equal low, that's what's up. Hype, I think yesterday session, I said you can buy hype for a day trade into premium, and that was about it. Now you can, hold to it for it to go up into premium here, but for that to happen, then we need to break this up candle, and that has not happened yet. So that's why I called for a day trade. This up candle is gonna be a problem for price to go higher. If we break it, then we will come here. So if we break this now, it will act as support and then take price there. Ripple. I think I'm gonna just go to the monthly time frame and give you the narrative from there. And if nothing really significantly changes between today and tomorrow, then the narrative is on the monthly time frame. If they don't go down aggressively and close below this, so if you don't see this type of candle on the monthly time frame closing below this candle, then the narrative that I'm giving you still stands. This is just reaccumulation. If they close below it, then that's not reaccumulation. It might be a confirmation that they're going to come back in a pullback. So how the month is going to close is very crucial. So I might probably just wait for that, and then once the month closes, I'll have more insight going forward. That's all. Bye. Okay, I'm just gonna repeat the same thing as I said on AI. You're better off buying and holding than selling. That's all. If you sell, you lose because you don't sell when prices are cheap. Okay? If you sell, you lose because selling is not the right action to be doing where price is at now. The right action is to actually be buying. So buy as much as you can and then wait. And then last one, touch key. I think it's gradually making its way up there. Not the best moves, but it's gradually doing it. That's what I want to see. I want to see them go above that high and then maybe come back down again. Or who knows? Maybe by the time we get up here, cryptos would have resumed going up and then this will just scream up again. So if you did get, this kind of trade, I would say hold it. Just hold it and then see. You never know. All the other cryptos are dropping, but this one is not dropping. Anyway, so that's that for the cryptos. Not much going on, especially for the buyers. Now this is where I sometimes kind of pity the crypto traders because most of them are looking for appreciation. They want to see cryptos gain price, not lose it, because they want to buy and hold as some kind of investment vehicle because the returns are quick and fast. But when it's not going up, that's where the problem comes, because everybody wants to make money when cryptos are going up, but probably they don't know that even if it's going down, you can still make money. Why? Because you can sell short. You don't always have to buy. That's a story for another day. So I think I'm gonna end here, and then because there's nothing much going on personally when I'm trading this week, I don't do much. Okay, personally I don't do much because it's the end of the month. Just like the beginning of the week, Monday, you don't do much, and Friday, you don't do much. The first week and the last week, that's the same thing. But the second week and the third week, You go hard as you can. Today is Wednesday, just 2 days to end of the month. Please be careful because the market might not be your friend for these 2 days. It will turn into your enemy. All right. Take care, and I'll see you all same time tomorrow.